Hey YouTube, OPMarked here again. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video on the channel here. Normally we do a lot of gameplay stuff, but right now I'm going to be breaking down a solo video that we got. We went ahead and we did a ton of recons, that way we knew exactly where the game was going to end, and even the shifts after that. So let's get right into it. Okay guys, so it looks like we're breaking down the game right now. Right off the bat, I take a look at my map as we're flying in. I don't see anything at prison, and I definitely don't see anything at port here. There's one at port, one downtown, but I'm thinking to myself, we definitely are going to need a lot more than that. Plus, port, prison, downtown are always kind of a hot zone, so I definitely want to try and stay away from that. I am going to be trying to find the train right now as soon as we're flying in. Again, I apologize about the background noise. I didn't record this on 2 separate audio tracks, but I definitely probably will do that on the next one. So I'm going to decide, I'm going to go ahead and mark that way I can keep like the meters, things like that, so I know exactly when to jump. I know that the flight path is going to be kind of going somewhat close to it, so I do know that it is going to be hot a little bit. So we see the flight path. It is a little bit close, but it's at the same time a little bit far. Like, it's far enough to where people may not want to go there. So let's go ahead and see what happens. First thing, what we do in solos, if we're ever going to be going to the train, is we want to land on the recon first. We want to be the first people to get that recon, because if we don't and somebody ends up not doing it or dying, that's 3.5 minutes you have to wait for that recon to disappear, and then another 45 seconds for it to respawn on the train. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick that up, we're going to try and kill somebody, and we get meleeed across the open here. I'm going to turn this down, obviously, because I wasn't too happy about it in the moment. If you can see in the kill cam here, the lunge on it is actually kind of insane. So, like I said, it's an improper, it's not a perfect start. You get sent to the gulag literally immediately. I might make a different video for gulags and my strategy on how to win them. I don't know my win percentage this season, but it's fairly high. What I do is I try and fake people out to the right here. And then as soon as I go to the left, I slide, try and get under that head glitch. That way they don't see me. And it worked out perfectly for this guy. All right. So we're going back here. We see that the train is still in the tunnel near hospital. Now I'm thinking in my head, if this guy is going for the recon, well then that's chalked for him. Because I'm not going to be, it's going to be 3.5 minutes for it to respawn. Remember, like we said. We land here. We see that there's really not anything on the train anymore. Take a dead silence and a diamati. Let's capture the flag. That way we at least get some plates here, because we know that there's 2 plates that spawn as well as some ammo. Meanwhile, I'm just kind of trying to look and see if this guy's going to push us. We know that there was a guy on here. We don't really know what's happening. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it slow, kind of watch our angles, take peeks, see exactly what's inside the middle of the train, see exactly, you know, close. We're definitely just going to take this as a close fight. So we see him right here. I don't know what's going on here, but he's definitely AFK, not playing at all. See, we got some new guns here that we definitely want. We have armor box. I think right now, I personally value armor boxes to be less valuable than munitions. So I'm probably just gonna keep the dead silence for right now. We've gotten a couple down here, so we know exactly, you know, kind of what area it is. Judging off this, we obviously don't know exactly where it's gonna go, so we still need more. Right now, thinking if it was the center, it'd definitely end on the hills, and that would not be a fun zone. So we definitely need the information from the recons. That way we know exactly where to set up, what things, you know, as far as loadouts we're gonna get, things like that. So we can see it's still got a lot of good spots in it, hospitals in it, towers, factory, you know, red over here, blue, green, and then what we call favorite over here. Okay, so we did get pushed here. Just got to be smart with our pushes here, especially because we don't have self-res and we don't have gulag anymore. So if we die, we are dead. I cap this one. I decide, hey, there's a motorcycle right here and there's a buy. I need to buy my loadout and my self-res. I've got enough down here in the bottom left corner. Do you see I have enough for my self-res and a loadout? So I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I'm going to go to the buy first, get my loadout and my self-res. I'm going to go ahead and make the rotation over to the bike there, and then I'm going to catch up back to the train. So for this, what I'm seeing is, because I noticed on the map that it was kind of a sniper zone, I'm going to take, and this is a little bit of an older video, so I'm going to take my XM4 and I'm going to take my Swiss. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and rotate over to the motorcycle. I'm going to get on the motorcycle. I'm going to catch back up to the train. I'm going to start doing more recons. Now, this recon here in specific is not that great of one. It puts you in a very vulnerable spot on top of the train, especially since we're going through Boneyard. It's definitely really risky. So, all right. So now we take a look at the map. This circle is definitely taking a very hard shift over towards the downtown side. Right now, we see that a majority of this very tall building we call Favorite is still in. Although we do see that TV is still in as well at the very corner. So we can't really assume that this is going to be the best building right now. We definitely still need to do more. So you see that TV right in is still in here a little bit. But for majority of the part, even if you were to not be able to do any more recons, you would probably go on top of Favorite. But we don't know if it's going to end like here or on these buildings. So it may be easier to jump from this building to this building than this one all the way over there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try and get a couple more recons done here on the train while we're kind of taking our time. The good thing to note about this too is that the train brings you all the way around the map. So it's not even like you need a rotate vehicle or anything, especially because they limited the amount of Berthas. That was our safe rotation vehicle. I like the SUVs, but there's still like everything is super easy to get shot out of now. We go ahead and we take a look in the air. We see that there's only our loadout, so what we can assume is it's only us near us. What we can do is we can go get our restock, things like that. I'm thinking to myself right now, I just want to get as many recons as I can done because this is actually a really good circle. I'm also looking for any kind of vehicles that I can go to my loadout and then come back to the train. So we get one more recon done. It's a very important one because it shifts off of both this tall building as well as this tall building. And we notice that it ends here. Now, it's very important to note that all of these buildings are actually very strong. The main thing we need to know is which way that this rotates. Whether or not it's going to rotate back up to the tall building, away to the hospital side, back towards TV, this way. It's very important that we know that information. If we don't, I mean, we could go and play this one and it could pull across, or we could get it. So it's very vital that we know that information. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and we are going to try and get as many recons as we can done. What I'm thinking to myself as far as loadouts now, I'm definitely going to need restock claymores. So I'm going to need to watch 2 of my entrances here on this tall building. Right now I'm thinking I'm going to be getting enough money. Right now I have $12,000. That way I have enough to buy a loadout. You know, I don't really need to risk it. But it looks like we get clustered here on the train. We've got no idea exactly where that happens, forcing us to kind of rotate off of the heli here, or the train, my fault. Train. I'm trying to do this all in one take here. So we see there's a motorcycle over here. I don't know exactly where we got clustered from. I just know we got clustered. It was going to hit us if we didn't get off. So we're going to go ahead and take a very wide angle on the rotate here. That way, if anyone is over in these like wooded areas or anything, just kind of watching our train, we're not going to be getting completely beamed or anything. So right now, not really too sure where we got clustered. We're not going to really worry about it. We're just going to get back to the train. We're going to pick up the recon again. We're going to do another one. Now, I know a lot of people don't necessarily like slow, methodical gameplay, but that's really kind of what our channel is about here. I definitely want to try and continue the series, maybe with duos, trios, quads. You guys let me know what you guys want to see, things like that. I might start like an Inside the Mind series as well. Just kind of try and break down what I'm thinking as far as what we're doing. Okay, so this is a very important circle right here. So we see that the rotate is going to shift over here. Basically meaning that once this one closes, it's going to take about 30 seconds for it to start rotating, but it is going to pull this way. So that tells us that we don't want to play this building. We want to play this tall building. Basically meaning that we're going to play this building, and then we're going to jump from this building to the side of this building on the roof. That way we can maintain high ground. And then once we get the pull, what I'm thinking to myself right now is we're going to want to try and maintain some kind of strong position here, as it's really out in the open. But what we want to see here is we'll probably play from this roof, and we're going to make a gas play here. It's very important you have gas masks as well, so you can make these kind of plays on the fly. So what I'm thinking in my mind right now is that, well, once we get the rotate, everybody has to run out in the middle of the open, right? There's a little wall here that's kind of protecting them. But for the most part, everyone's going to have to kind of rotate out in the middle of the open. So what I'm thinking is, with the addition of the map change here, they added a little trailer. There's a, some mound of dirt and things like here. What I'm thinking is once this starts to rotate, we're going to run and jump, and we're going to take our gas mask and we're going to burn it all the way. And we're going to play in this mound right here. That way, nobody thinks that we're going to be out here, So, okay. Looks like we're going to take the train all the way into downtown. I'm thinking, you know, we can just buy our own loadout. I have about $19,000. I can still buy my munitions, my airstrike, my gas mask. I think we're going to do one more recon. That way we know exactly where the final pool is as well. But as well as, you know, get a little bit of extra money here. So let me go ahead and fast forward this here. Now we have $25,000. We have enough for our loadout. We have enough for our gas mask, our munitions, and our kill streak. Okay. So we see that it pulls out even further. Basically meaning that it's just going to pull into the middle of nowhere. It's not a great pool, but it is a good zone. So let's go ahead and take a look here. I think what I'm thinking of is we're going to hop out of the train, go to this SUV over here. We got into the car. I'm taking a look at what I think is going to be a safe buy. I'm thinking that there's nobody going to be on this outside zone of the map by port. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this buy over here. It doesn't even look like it's opened. But what I'm going to get here is I'm going to get my munitions, get my gas mask, my loadout, and my kill streak. So there we got loadout. I need a munitions box for ammo, an airstrike, and I'm going to need a gas mask. It's very important that you're always prepared for these kind of situations with anything. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scroll back here. I am going to get my restock class. Basically, restock resupplies your tacticals and lethals. So I'm going to put 2 claymores down, and then after about, I think, a minute and a half, I'm going to have those 2 claymores back up just in case the other 2 go off. I can reset them really quickly. All right, we're just going to go ahead and send it right now. I remember here, I do believe we were just driving around and somebody on the top of one of the downtown buildings decides that they want to missile lock us. So we hop out of the car really quick because we see that at the very top, there's a red dot right here. So we know that it's coming from straight above us. It's going to be hitting us very quick. So we need to hop out of the car. We need to rotate and we need to just kind of get away from him. Kind of do a little bit of damage. This guy doesn't really look like he knows what he's doing, so we're gonna go ahead and get that down on him. We airstrike the ground right below where he is. I don't know exactly how we didn't get the kill here because he was on the roof. I'm debating whether or not I want to go ahead and push up the zip and try and get this kill, but I'm thinking to myself, no, you know what, we need to get to end game. So let's go ahead and let's just dip on out of here. We hear enemy UAVs popped. We don't have ghost. We stun the buy because you never know how close they could be. That UAV could be popped from, you know, 300 meters away or 100 meters away. So what we're thinking here is we got to get to end game. Now, remember, this is what I'm talking about in not perfect rotates, things like that. You've got to be able to make smart decisions on the fly and just kind of think about where your next rotate's going to be. So right now, we're going to try and just get to a safe building right now. I'm not sure exactly what we were doing here, but I think we were just trying to reevaluate exactly where we wanted to play. That way we just make a, you know, a straight decision on exactly where we want to go. So we're going to decide. We're still going to send it. This is something important. Also, we see that there's a recon right here, meaning somebody pulled a recon within probably 300 meters of this location, and they could possibly be close. So we definitely want to go ahead and try and hurry up and just get to our building. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take bottom TV. We get shot in the back here. And now this is the FARA that has the like explosive bullets or whatever kind of blueprint it is. So this thing lights us up. We have no idea, and as soon as we get basically punched by this thing. Now we can see here, I didn't even notice this, but in the bottom left hand corner, he looks like he has stopping power in that as well. So we get absolutely fried. Now that I wouldn't recommend. That's a bit of an ego peak from me. It could have gotten us killed, but what we're gonna think right here is we're gonna try and rotate out of here. This guy is just straight beaming us, you know. This guy is beaming us. I mean, we are super close to dead. We've only got 4 plates left. We're thinking right now we got to get out of here. We got to leave. So we're gonna make our rotation out of here. We don't know if he's gonna chase us, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 2 claymores down, but we see that he does the recon there, so we know exactly that, you know, where he's at. He decided not to push us. He's gonna try and do his recon there. We're gonna try and get inside. I have enough money to buy some plates here, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and buy some plates. But I did hear somebody falling in behind me. I don't know what this guy is doing. Go and we get the kill on them. Get a little bit of extra money. Get some ammo. Things like that. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to head up top. Now, there's 3 ways to get up on this building. There was the inside zip, the stairs, and the outside zip. Now, we don't have a UAV. We don't have a heartbeat. We don't know exactly who's up here. How many people are up here. There could be 2 already fighting. We don't know that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the safe route, and we're going to take the stairs to try and push up and take this building. Right around 11, we're going to start getting ready for anybody who's here. So I'm going to put a claymore down, because this is going to be one of our spots that we definitely want to guard. And we want to know if someone's pushing up onto us earlier than later. So, you know, this is still floor 13. I believe it's 16 where the inside zip goes to. We're just going to be trying to watch our corners, check our corners, you know, get that pre-fire before they can shoot us. So we're just taking it slow. We're crouched, you know, we're ADS walking. That way we don't make much noise going up the stairs. Just kind of watching, you know, pre-aiming, making sure we're not going to get shot first. So it's floor 17 right now. We're taking this extremely slow, because we have no idea if anybody's up here. We're just going to kind of pre-aim, check all of our corners, Gonna kind of chill here for a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a claymore there. So now we have our inside zip and our stairs covered. That way we know exactly if anyone's pushing us, things like that. But we don't have our outside zip covered, which means we're going to have to watch that. We're just going to have to watch that on our own. Still, we haven't cleared our top. We still don't know who's here. We're going to take it slow. We're going to see exactly here. We see that there's dead bodies here. What we're going to do is we're going to take the dead silence. We're going to actually take the heartbeat, kind of check our heartbeat. We don't see anybody on there. Where a lot of the patience comes into solos, because while we do have a claymore on our stairs and our inside zip, we don't have anything on our outside zip. So the way that we're going to have to play this is we're just going to have to watch the zip. There's nothing we can't peek at, you know, we can't make any peeks, try and, you know, shoot anybody in the field, you know, off over here, or get any kills on the other buildings, things like that. So this goes on for a little bit. Again, this isn't the most insane gameplay or anything like that. We're not dropping 20 bombs. We're just trying to win here. So what we're going to do is we're going to continually do these rotates, because I have enough room on my stairs. I put it on the 11th floor and we're on the 17th. So we have a lot of time to know when somebody's pushing us. But the thing about our inside zip is that it's not going to kill them. It's 2 claymores to kill somebody without EOD and 3 to kill somebody with EOD. So if anyone pushes up this and gets, you know, our bottom floor, it's not going to be great for us. So what I'm going to be doing here, I'm going to be just, you know, throwing a stun in there, running there, checking our outside zip, making sure no one's coming up it, you know, going back inside, going back down, watching our zip. And this goes on for the rest of the game, really. I mean, we're not making any peaks. We're not doing anything. As you can see, it's 18 minutes right now. And, you know, I'm pretty sure we're still doing this, you know, running back and forth kind of, you know, motion. We see that there's shooting in our stairwell. We're not too sure on if that's like an airstrike or if that's just shots. So again, just going to be watching this, going back to our top zip, making sure everything is good. Again, like I said, a lot of this is just patience, you know? We don't want to do anything to slip up. So right now, I do believe gas is moving. So the good thing about this is that once this gas starts to move in and it closes, this entire portion of the building where 2 entrances are, possibly 3, are going to be out of zone. And it would take someone to do a gas play to do it, which I don't think that a lot of people in solos will do it this early. So right now we're just waiting for the gas to come in. I'm talking about how, you know, what our rotation is going to look like, where we're going to go, things like that. Basically, I'm just talking about how I'm going to take this roof right here, because I know that this is where the pool is. Then I'm going to do a gas play across and then, you know, kind of beam everybody. So let's go ahead and watch this. Again, gas is still coming, but people could come up the inside rappel and the outside. So we're just going to continue to take a look at these, make sure nobody's coming up in late. We end up getting clustered here. Can't necessarily go up top now, so we're just going to keep our eyes on the bottom. Now, usually a strategy for some people is to cluster the ground right here on the zip and then come up the zip right after. So what we're going to do is we're going to send a stun out there, make sure nobody's coming out there, take a look inside. We're going to double that now that that is still technically in and our stairs are out. So we're going to come over here, take this side. We're going to try and see if anyone's pulled up. Doesn't look like anyone does. There's still a little part over here that's still in. I'm going to stun it. No stuns. We see exactly that that's good. We see that our claymores hit. So somebody decided to send the inside rappel. Right now we're thinking somebody might have made a gas play. So what I'm doing is just taking a look at that. I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to end up planting my claymore again. But in about 3 seconds, this zone is about to move. So I know I've got to get to the bottom roof right here and I've got to be first to it. So I'm going to place a claymore there inside that building. I'm just going to watch this side because he could still, you know, make a gas play and run through the gas up the stairs and try and shoot me in the back. Now, right now, it's a good thing to notice that I don't have my second claymore, but I am waiting for it. With restock, again, it refills your tacticals and lethals. I get my second one back here. I'm going to place that down, and I'm going to go for this roof. I'm taking a look at my roof right now. That way I know exactly if he's going to be coming through there. I get a claymore hit, and then I get a claymore kill. See that? That guy's so focused that he's not even worried about anything like that. So I hit him with that. I kill another guy. This guy gets a most wanted under us. I don't know why he gets the most wanted, but this is the part that we need to focus on. You see, this is the rotate, right? So right now I'm just trying to see if there's any easy kills, but my main focus is getting across there very soon. So I'm going to wait till about the 2-second marker. I'm going to fly all the way out here where nobody already is. I mean, this is barely shifted, right? And we're already in the end of the next circle. So I know that basically just off my playtime, I know that this spot is super OP. There's a dirt mound here. There's a bunch of rocks, things like that. So I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to burn my gas mask. I know there's concrete wall here. Now, I am going to take a little bit of damage, but I decided that I think it's worth it. I still have a self-res even if need be. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to airstrike somewhat of the end of this circle right there. That way, if anyone's coming out of the building, I'll be able to kill them. We still know exactly where one guy is. He's got a most wanted for some reason. I don't know why. But we're still looking for that second guy. So right now, I'm just going to plate up, wait for my time, wait for my health to regen. We hear them fighting. That guy kills the most wanted. I see the last guy. I take some shots at him. I end up stunning him. He throws some nades at me. I'm going to try and snipe him out. He throws another nade at me. I stun him. I'm going to pop my munitions box. This is what we were preparing for. That way I can get more stuns. I get 2 more stuns. Gas is pushing him out at this point. I still have the best spot because I'm up in high ground. I stun him again. I get another stun. I'm just waiting for him. I know he's in gas. He hasn't pushed out. And I beam him. And that's it. So that is kind of the inside the mind of me, how to win more solos, things like that. If you guys would like to go ahead and see more footage like this, we can definitely do solos, duos, quads, trios. Anything you guys want to see, go ahead and comment in the comments below. Remember to like this video and subscribe, guys. I appreciate your guys' time. Thank you very much. And that's how you win more solos, guys. If you guys want to see anything else, just let me know. Have a great day.